In this video, we will be discussing about the various regulatory aspects of drone usage in agriculture. We are going to see the regulations in different countries. The first one is going to be United States of America, next Canada, and what about other nations and use in agrarian regions. The Federal Aviation Administration of the United States of America has formed certain regulations. It is actually responsible for regulating all aspects of civil aviation in a country. The regulations includes like design, construction, operation, and maintenance of an aircraft. So, what are the things need to be followed are the Federal Aviation Regulations, Airworthiness Directives, Air Traffic Control, Security Regulations. So, what about Federal Aviation Regulation? These are going to be the primary regulations which governs the civil aviation in United States. So it actually includes the design and certification. Next one is going to be the airworthiness directives. These are going to be the instructions which is issued by FAA and that requires the owners and the operators to specific aircraft to take the corrective action. And the air traffic control regulations is going to be following the regulations which needs to be followed while using the airspace. The security regulations plays a very important role in the airspace system. It actually establishes the regulations governing the passenger screening procedures, etc. Now let us see what are the regulations for the use of drones in Canada. So initially you need to register your drone. So it actually based on the weight of 250 grams and 25 kilograms. It has to be registered under Transport Canada and you have to get the registration number. So next obtaining a pilot certificate. To operate a drone first we must get the pilot certificate. There are two types of certificates available. The first one is going to be the basics and the next one is going to be the advanced certificate. So next, the third one is going to be we need to follow the certain flight rules. So what are the flight rules is the altitude of flight rules is going to be 122 meters and it has to be always at line of sight and it needs to be controlled airspace or near airports. In certain areas it is restricted to fly the drones and in national parks too. So the next regulations is going to be the respecting the privacy. So we must respect the privacy of others while we are flying the drones, and we should not record any photos or uh, of people without their interest. And we should always carry the insurance for flying the drone with minimum coverage of $100, and we should not fly a drone in bad weather conditions. So we'll saw about what are the regulations in US and Canada. Now what is followed in other nations. So the first regulation is registration as usual. Then we need to go for licensing and certain flight restrictions will be there based on the weight and size. Then the maximum altitude restrictions and the line of sight requirements followed by insurance and as usual the privacy concerns. So the RMAX is going to be one of the agriculture drone which is approved for use in agrarian regions. So this was actually developed by Yamaha Motor Company, which has been approved in several countries like Japan, Australia, and United States. So it is actually designed to assist the farmers for crop spraying, feeding, monitoring. So it has high quality cameras and sensors with it, and with this it can get information about the crop management, determine the time for harvesting, everything. So it is actually designed to be an efficient which can fly up to 2 hours and a maximum range of 5 kilometers. These the farmers must actually get proper training and certification to make utilize of this RMAX drone, and it will be nearly a powerful tool for the crops and the livestock of the farmers.